Did you know that 60% of content created by brands is labeled as clutter by their audience? Even more shocking, only 5% of content gets 90% of the engagement. That means most content out there is simply ignored. Why does this happen? Because many content strategies miss the mark. If you're struggling to see results, you're not alone. Content marketing is a powerful tool, but only when done right. Without the right approach, your efforts can go unnoticed, wasting both time and resources. In this article, we're diving into the 9 most common content strategy mistakes. These aren't your typical tips. We're talking about the sneaky traps even seasoned marketers fall into. From ignoring your audience to overloading on SEO, we'll uncover why these mistakes happen and, more importantly, how to avoid them. Are you ready to transform your content strategy and start seeing real results? Let's jump in and discover what might be holding your content back. Chapter 1: The Invisible Audience Trap. Understanding your audience is the cornerstone of any successful content strategy. Many brands fall into the trap of creating content without a clear picture of who they're speaking to. According to a 2021 HubSpot report, businesses that regularly research their audience are 466% more likely to report being successful. Knowing your audience's demographics, interests, and pain points can make a world of difference. Creating detailed audience personas helps bridge the gap. These personas should include basic demographics like age, gender, and location, as well as deeper insights like interests, challenges, and content preferences. Think of it as a profile of your ideal customer. One way to gather this information is through surveys and social media polls. For example, ask your audience what type of content they find most helpful. Use tools like Google Analytics and Facebook Insights to see which content performs best. As author Seth Godin says, don't find customers for your products, find products for your customers. This means tailoring your content to solve the specific problems your audience faces. When you do, your content will resonate more and drive better engagement. Chapter 2: Content Cannibalism. Creating overlapping content can be detrimental to your brand's growth. When your content competes with itself, it confuses your audience and dilutes your message. This is known as content cannibalism. To avoid this, start with a solid content calendar. Plan your content weeks or even months in advance. This helps ensure variety and prevents redundancy. Each piece of content should have a clear purpose and fit into your overall strategy. Diversify your content types. Mix blog posts, videos, infographics, and podcasts to keep things fresh. For instance, if you publish a blog post about social media tips, create an infographic summarizing key points or a video tutorial diving deeper into one aspect. Remember, repurposing content isn't the same as repeating it. Repurposing involves taking a single piece of content and adapting it for different formats and platforms. Gary Vaynerchuk, a well-known entrepreneur, suggests creating pillar content and then breaking it down into micro-content for social media. Chapter 3: The One-Size-Fits-All Folly. One major mistake in content strategy is failing to personalize. In today's digital world, personalized content is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. According to a report by Evergage, 88% of marketers say personalization has helped their brand stand out. To start personalizing, segment your audience based on behavior, interests, and demographics. Use this information to tailor your content. For example, if you run an online store, send product recommendations based on past purchases or browsing history. Personalization also extends to how you communicate. Address your audience directly, use their names in emails, and send tailored messages. This small touch can significantly increase engagement rates. Data analytics tools like Google Analytics, HubSpot, and others can help you gather insights. Use this data to understand what content your audience interacts with the most. This will help you create more of what they love. As Jay Baer, a content marketing expert, says, make your marketing so useful people would pay for it. Personalization makes your content more relevant and valuable to your audience. Another way to personalize is by using dynamic content. This is content that changes based on who is viewing it. For example, your website can show different images or offers to first-time visitors versus returning customers. Chapter 4: Vanishing Value, when content lacks substance. Creating content just to fill a calendar is a common mistake. Fluff content, or content that lacks real value, can turn your audience away. According to a survey by Demand Gen Report, 96% of B2B buyers want content with more input from industry thought leaders. Your content should solve problems, answer questions, or provide new insights. Start by identifying common pain points in your industry. Use platforms like Quora or Reddit to see what questions people are asking. Then, create content that addresses these issues in depth. Avoid generic advice. Instead, offer unique perspectives and actionable steps. If you're writing a blog post about email marketing, don't just list tips. Share detailed strategies that have worked for you or others in your industry. Provide real-life examples and case studies to back up your points. Neil Patel, a well-known marketing expert, often emphasizes the importance of actionable content. He says, if people can't use your content to do something, it's not valuable. This is key to ensuring your content stands out and remains relevant. Quality over quantity should be your mantra. Publishing one in-depth, well-researched article is better than posting 5 shallow ones. Your audience will appreciate the effort and be more likely to engage with and share your content. Chapter 5: The SEO Scapegoat. SEO is crucial, but overemphasizing it at the expense of quality can backfire. Many marketers fall into the trap of keyword stuffing, which can make content unreadable. According to a study by Moz, over-optimization can lead to a decline in rankings and user engagement. Balance is key. Focus on creating content that reads naturally while incorporating relevant keywords. Tools like Yoast SEO can help ensure your content is optimized without compromising readability. Write for humans first, search engines second. This means prioritizing engaging and informative content over perfect keyword placement. For example, instead of forcing keywords into every sentence, use them where they naturally fit. This keeps the content flowing and enjoyable to read. Brian Dean from Backlinko suggests using the bucket brigade technique to keep readers engaged. This involves using short, enticing phrases that encourage people to keep reading. Phrases like, "Here's the deal," or "You might be wondering," can help maintain interest. Avoid keyword stuffing by focusing on long-tail keywords. These are more specific and less competitive than broad keywords. They also tend to match user intent more closely, leading to higher engagement rates. Remember, SEO is about making your content discoverable, not just stuffing it with keywords. Use internal and external links to add value and provide further reading options. This not only improves SEO but also enhances user experience. Chapter 6: The Consistency Curse. Consistency in posting is vital, but it can become a curse if not managed well. Erratic posting schedules can confuse your audience and reduce engagement. According to a study by CoSchedule, consistent bloggers are 534% more likely to be successful. Start by creating a content calendar. Plan your content weeks or even months in advance. This ensures you always have something to post and helps maintain a steady flow of content. A calendar also allows you to balance different types of content and avoid repetition. Stick to a schedule that's realistic for you. It's better to post once a week consistently than to post daily for a month and then disappear. Your audience will come to expect and look forward to your regular posts. Batch your content creation. This means creating multiple pieces of content in one go and scheduling them to be published over time. Tools like Buffer or Hootsuite can help you manage and automate your posting schedule. Repurpose your content to maintain consistency without extra effort. Turn a popular blog post into a podcast episode or a series of social media posts. This not only saves time but also reaches different segments of your audience in their preferred formats. As Jeff Goins, author of Real Artists Don't Starve, says, success isn't about the big hits. It's about the consistent, daily showing up. Showing up regularly builds trust and keeps your audience engaged. Use analytics to understand when your audience is most active and tailor your posting schedule accordingly. This ensures maximum visibility and engagement for your content. Consistency in quality is as important as consistency in posting. Always prioritize creating valuable content over just filling your calendar. Chapter 7: The Platform Plunge. Not all social media platforms are created equal. Each has its unique features and audience behaviors. Misusing them can hurt your content strategy. According to a Sprout Social study, 80% of marketers see the highest ROI with personalized social media content. Start by understanding each platform's strengths. Instagram is great for visual content, while LinkedIn is ideal for professional insights. Twitter works well for real-time updates and conversations. Tailor your content to fit the platform's style and audience. Create platform-specific strategies. For example, use Instagram stories to share behind-the-scenes content. On LinkedIn, write long-form posts or articles that provide in-depth analysis. Twitter can be used for quick tips and engaging with trending topics. Gary Vaynerchuk emphasizes the importance of native content. He says, "Content is king, but context is God." This means creating content that feels native to each platform, rather than reposting the same content everywhere. Use analytics to understand what type of content performs best on each platform. Facebook Insights, Instagram Analytics, and Twitter Analytics can provide valuable data. Adjust your strategies based on these insights to maximize engagement. Experiment with different content formats. On Facebook, try live videos. On Instagram, use carousels and reels. On LinkedIn, host webinars or create slide shares. Diversifying your content keeps your audience engaged and shows that you understand the platform. Chapter 8: The Engagement Enigma. Creating great content is only half the battle. Engaging with your audience is just as important. According to a study by Sprout Social, 64% of consumers want brands to connect with them. Engagement builds community and loyalty. Start by responding to comments and messages. Show your audience that you're listening and that you value their input. A simple reply can go a long way in building relationships. Create interactive content. Polls, quizzes, and Q&A sessions are great for encouraging engagement. These formats invite your audience to participate and share their opinions. Host live sessions. Live videos on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube are perfect for real-time interaction. Answer questions, share updates, or host interviews. Live content feels more personal and immediate, fostering a stronger connection with your audience. Use user-generated content, UGC. Encourage your audience to share their experiences with your brand. Repost their content and give them credit. This not only provides social proof but also makes your audience feel valued and involved. Neil Patel suggests using social listening tools to track brand mentions and industry trends. Tools like Hootsuite or Brand24 can help you monitor conversations and join them at the right moment. This proactive approach shows that you're engaged and attentive. Ask for feedback and act on it. Whether it's through surveys, polls, or direct messages, show your audience that their opinions matter. Implementing their suggestions can improve your content and strengthen your community. Chapter 9: The Metrics Mirage. Understanding analytics is crucial, but many brands misinterpret data. Focusing on vanity metrics can lead to poor decisions. According to a Content Marketing Institute report, 74% of successful content marketers use metrics to measure their performance and adjust strategies. Identify the metrics that matter. Instead of just looking at likes and shares, focus on engagement rates, conversion rates, and audience growth. These metrics give a better picture of how your content is performing. Use tools like Google Analytics, HubSpot, and SEMrush to track and analyze your data. Look for trends and patterns that can inform your strategy. For example, if a particular type of post gets high engagement, create more of that content. Don't be swayed by vanity metrics. High follower counts are meaningless if they're not engaging with your content. Focus on building a community that interacts with and values your content. Set clear, measurable goals for your content. Whether it's increasing website traffic, boosting sales, or growing your email list, having specific goals helps you measure success accurately. A/B test your content. Try different headlines, images, and formats to see what works best. Use the data from these tests to refine your strategy. Small changes can have a big impact on engagement and conversions. Remember the words of Peter Drucker: what gets measured, gets managed. Regularly review your analytics and adjust your strategy accordingly. This iterative process helps you stay on track and continuously improve. Use cohort analysis to understand how different segments of your audience behave over time. This can help you tailor your content to different groups and improve overall performance. Finally, share your insights with your team. Regularly review your metrics and discuss what's working and what's not. Collaboration can lead to new ideas and strategies that drive success. By focusing on meaningful metrics and continuously refining your approach, you can create a more effective content strategy that drives real results.